So we're here at Reading Carriage Sales today. It's the autumn-winter sale, and here we have got the most amazing collection of models that have been built that are so authentic we thought they ought to be captured. And I have John Henry White here, who's prolific in the trade side of showing, and we're going to just discuss some of the vehicles as we go through, because you know a lot of the trades, don't you?
Yeah, a few of them, yeah.
And your family has been involved?
Yeah, in trade for both sides, it goes back to great-great-grandfather, yeah.
And that's amazing, isn't it? All
yes.
those generations. So as we start here, and it's all a bit hit and miss, but we've got some lovely depictions of some of the trades that we would have had. So your delivery van here.
Yeah.
So you'd have a slightly heavier cob.
Yes, like a vanner, yeah.
A good vanner is what they used to be called, and heavier sort of harness. The harness is at 100%, but it's not far off, is it?
No.
It wouldn't necessarily always be like the private driving harness.
No.
And it would be thicker, wouldn't it?
It'd be heavier pad, yeah.
So these vehicles would have delivered all sorts of different things, wouldn't they?
All sorts of different things, from like laundry to like a liveried driver with like a Scots.
Yes, so that's going fine end,
Being
isn't
finer,
it?
yes.
And then we've got the HGV versions here.
Yes.
But you'd see
be
these
more
all
like
in
heavy
town,
horses.
wouldn't you?
You would, yes.
Yeah. So we go from your delivery things, slightly finer here, up here. So that could easily have been
delivery brome, yeah.
Yeah, or converted from the basic style, a little bit like sort of Land Rovers. You've got your top end of the route to the bottom end, haven't you?
You've got like your butcher's cart, some are finer than others.
So that's a butcher's cart?
That'd be a butcher's cart, yeah.
Yeah, and you have a single seat at the front?
Single seat at the front, and some butcher's carts are what they call a utility cart. They're a double seat, the top comes off, and they'd use them as a trap for the weekend.
Ah, right, okay.
That's normally more country butchers than town butchers. That's a town butcher's cart, that is.
Yeah. And then when we're going along here to the trolleys, and we'd see these on the streets, that's hand carts.
Yes.
So all the different trades. I mean, you
yes,
still
they're
see
all
that in the
different
East End
sort
of London,
of barrows. Yeah.
So would this be the derivative of the barrow boys?
Yes, it would be. Yeah.
Okay.
From fish.
Bakers.
Yes.
Meat.
Greengrocers. Yeah.
Hand cart, that's again
a milk
milk
pram. Yeah.
So it was a milk what?
Milk pram.
A milk pram. There you are. You see, that's another thing I've learnt today. And then as we've moved along, we've got some of the more rural stuff, like for the logging. And what's so wonderful here, he's really captured the essence of each trade, hasn't he? And it's amazing that we can see all this, because where else are we going to see this today? We're not,
No, you're not. No. Even like your market gardeners, they'd bring your veg in from the country into the towns, you know.
So this would be more...
More like this, yeah.
So that's a South Wales light trade wagon. So again, like you say, actually with the boards on the side, probably carries all sorts of
all
things.
Sorts of stuff, yeah.
Yeah. Night soil van. Do you know how many tons of soil at night is removed out of London?
No, I don't know.
It's amazing. I will come back with the facts on that, because there was a thing on it, but it's amazing. So that would have run through the streets of London, and that's where all the pots and everything would have been tipped into and taken away, as well as anything else.
Yes.
Noxious and nasty, smelly. So along here we've got all the things like you've got Dairyman's spring dray. So what would that have been used for, John? Dairyman's spring dray?
Well, to be honest with you, I've not seen that before.
No, I hadn't either. No. And then you've got a North Hampshire box wagon. So each county had their own little twist.
Yes, that's right, yeah.
The basic pattern, wouldn't it? And then you've got your brewery flat dray for the kegs at the corner there. And then we come down to what is really your speciality, which are the milk floats.
Yeah.
Talk to me a little bit about milk
floats.
floats.
There's loads of different types of float. The best type of float make was Vincent's of Reading. and there's so many different types, from what you call a farm float,
Yeah.
a churn float, which would be
So
more like this sort of
that's
thing.
a churn, but that'd be more of a farm float.
That'd be more of a farm float, country float.
Yeah. But it was there basically to take
to
the
take
milk from the farm
and then you get
to the end user, really.
Yes, that's right. They're all different. But the churn, you get a churn float as well, which you have churns in, which are more like a flat top churn rather than these.
Okay. So we'll look at the next pen. There's all sorts of things there as well. This is an unbelievable collection. Okay, we've got a very nice town hearse in the middle there, but these are all the HGVs,
Yes.
really, of yesteryear. Bakers and confectioners. So what would that have carried?
That could have carried anything from
All the bread, freshly made bread?
bread, yes,
Pastries,
mostly
cakes.
delivered in two-wheelers as well as four-wheelers.
Yeah. And they would have
Flour.
Oh, of course, yes.
You know, anything like that.
All the ingredients you need would go in, but
Yes.
then the end product would also come
Yes,
out.
that's right.
Again, all horse-drawn. Butcher's cart.
That would be more of a country cart, as opposed to the other one would be more of a town cart.
That's because it's got the footwell.
Yes.
Yes, okay. And there's also all the way the aprons lie, aren't there? When
Yes, that's right.
So
that's
the
right.
butcher's stripes go
Well,
one way.
they all argue about that, but I think it's a bit different. Like, some butchers would wear a blue and white striped coat
Yes,
with a white apron.
right.
So, you know, it all depends.
Again, it probably depended on what was there.
Yes, that's
as
right.
well.
Yeah.
And in the country, it might be very different to the town. That's
That's
how you
right.
had your uniforms. In the country, it's almost what you
Yes,
had.
that's right. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. And then we've got Kent dung cart. So I've seen derivatives of that sort of vehicle all over the place, really, but a lot in Ireland.
That would tip.
That's a tip cart,
tip
isn't
cart,
it?
yes.
And then they'll be able to take the dung out to the field, tip it, or wherever. And then you've got your big removals lorry. Now, they must have weighed something, mustn't
Yes. Yeah.
they? And you think the whole of your household in that pulled by a couple of horses.
Yeah.
I
No.
remember seeing the Abels one,
Yes, that's right.
and
yeah.
that was a heavy old wagon to pull. And it's interesting, there you've got a South Midland spindle-sided bow wagon. So some of that design coming from Bowtop's travelling world.
Yes. There's all sorts of farm carts.
We'll just see if we can get into the top corner. And there's a London coal wagon. Now, the London vehicles would always just be that little bit sharper and smarter because they were on the streets of London. And also, it was your advertising, and more houses, slightly bigger, would have to carry a bigger load. And there we have a luggage and game float, probably much more going from the train
Yes. Yeah.
back to the big house, and then when they went out shooting, bought the game and everything.
Yes, more
back
than
again.
likely. Yes.
Yeah. And any difference within this butcher's?
That'd be a town butcher's cart again. Yeah.
Yeah. And what would make that? Because it's finer and
It's a bit finer. Single seat on the top.
Yeah.
Be more, a
Excellent.
little bit more showy.
Yeah. And the sort of horse that would be in that?
Well, it depends. They all say a butcher's horse was a slightly sharper, flashier horse.
Because he was at the advertising.
And one advertising, and it never went out delivering every day. It only delivered to big houses
Right.
and high
Otherwise-
class. Yeah, it was.
So otherwise you went to the butcher's.
Went to the butcher, yes.
So it would be the high-end delivery service. So
That's-
you would have something sharp and
that,
smart for the
yes,
job.
and he never went out to work every day, so he was always a bit fresh.
So here you've got the whole story of this is putting the iron shod bands on the wheels. The whole story of it, and then the painting. Here you've got from the cutting of the wood for the spokes, the drying of the wood, and then putting the spokes into the box. And then beyond we've got the cutting and shaping of the fellies and the spokes. So when you think about it, all these people who were involved in this, it was a very, very hands-on trade. But so important because the man who invented the wheel gave us transport.